indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we entertain motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Wilkins, second by Alderman Williams. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Looking for approval of minutes for July 8th, 2024 regular session.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Robinson, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Williams. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Approval of warrants for July and August, for amount of $399,570.86. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Robinson, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. We go into mayor's report. On July the 12th, myself, City Administrator Wilson, and Parks Director Williams attended the Better Family Life Resource Fair. It was down in West Florissant at their location in Ferguson. And it was a very nice event where we had a table that promoted some things we're doing in Dellwood, particularly our special events. And they went very well. On July 18th, I attended the ribbon cutting or grand opening for Brilliant Arts Academy, which is the last, not store, but last section is open in the R&R marketplace for the first phase of it. It was the last piece that needed to be open, and it's an excellent early childhood, I'm not gonna say daycare, early childhood development learning center. Very beautiful, state of the art, very impressed. If you get a chance, please stop by there. It's a very beautiful facility, and it's the Brilliant Arts Academy. Very excited about what those young people are gonna be able to take advantage of. It's not your average daycare, trust me, it's something like a mini school, but it's for our young people. On July 30th, I attended another ribbon cutting with the old Centene building that was donated to the Urban League, which is in Ferguson, but it's on the border of Ferguson and Dellwood, right in front of Trask, actually. And it was a great event. It's a beautiful facility. Some of the offices from their Jennings location, the Urban League will basically close their location and move full services over there, as well as some other partners that will be in their facility with them. It's a beautiful facility, $25 million donation as far as the cost of the building. And myself and Administrator Wilson did attend that event, and they're very excited about what's going on over there. The Head Start program will be one of those locations there, as well as some other partners, Youth in Need, the Little Bit Foundation, Kwame Building Group, and some other folks can have some space in there. So it just won't be the Urban League because it's a huge building, but there'll be some other partners in there with them as well. On August the 9th, we had a groundbreaking here on the Urban League Plaza, which is in Dellwood. It was a great event. Some of the things that will take place or proposed that will happen at that plaza will be a restaurant, First Bank will have a location there. The managers and directors were there, and they spoke as well. There will be also a facility to rent, like a hall, a banquet hall, will be part of it, as well as some other retail. And so that's going to be proposed to be done probably early next summer. It's a $10 million project. They're probably going to start later in the year as far as the construction. So that's going to be another great thing for West Florissant that's coming. Also, I'm in talks with, I've talked with our administrator, and I told him I want to come up with a plan. I've talked to several residents who are interested in a leaf pickup program. And some cities offer these services. U-City, Hazelwood, some other cities. Initially, my plan was maybe to hire a service to do that, but we feel that our public works department can handle it with some of the equipment that needs to be purchased, not anything expensive. But where we will set dates where people will break their leaves to the front of the yard, and we'll come by like a vacuum. So we're gonna try to do it this fall, and we'll make you more aware once we get more information, which is prices and things. Right now, not very costly. Again, if we do it with our public works department, it will be very less costly, but and that's what we're gonna try to do. So just kind of stay tuned. Don't have any more details than that, but that we're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to do it this fall. Also, lastly, I would like to announce, unfortunately, the passing of our lieutenant's brother. Lieutenant Thompson lost his brother, Marquise Thompson, unexpectedly. And his services is going to be a memorial service, will be August the 24th at Granbury Funeral Home. It will take place at 12 o'clock. Again, August 24th, Granbury Funeral Home, 12 o'clock. Repast will take place at 2 p.m. in the Dellwood Rec Center. And Lieutenant Thompson, you have our sympathy on behalf of the City of Dellwood.
Amen.
But that includes my reports. We have any board announcements. Alderwoman Artist.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I just wanted to say that my surgery on my knee went very, very well. And I just wanted to thank everybody for praying and calling me and gifts and everything that everybody did. I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other announcements? If not, we'll go to item IA, City Administrator Report.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, board, citizens, residents of Dellwood. I'd like to echo all the events. It was very eventful. Me and the mayor spent quite a bit of time last month and the beginning of this month going to several events, great events for the community. It's nothing but positivity around Dellwood, so I'm really excited about the future. Our code enforcement and inspection team has been very, very busy this month. They issued 38 code enforcement citations and gave out 8 warnings with on-site corrective actions. They completed 40 inspections and they responded to 23 residential calls addressing various complaints. So if you all do have complaints, please don't hesitate to call. We welcome those. You all are our eyes and ears. And so those things that we do miss and you see, we appreciate when we get those calls. Also, I'm happy to announce that we have 5 new homeowners in the city of Dellwood, on West Dell, North Schluter, Dell Ridge, Eitner. Am I saying that right here? Itner. I can't never get that. I always get corrected when I say it. So Itner and Tanner. So we welcome our new residents, and I'll be sure to make sure I continue to inform you about our new homeowners that come to the city of Dellwood, and we welcome them with a big smile and a hug, like you all would expect when they got their occupancy permit from us. And also as a reminder, residents, so tell your neighbors, residents must obtain a permit from the city hall to get a roll-off dumpster, and also remind them that they have to get a permit to get the roof done. We've had to stop work a couple of times, but they all complied. And the roll-off dumpster is a new ordinance, so people got to get used to it. But we've been working with a lot of folks, and they had no problem coming up getting a actual permit when they didn't have one. So we corrected a lot of those things on site, and people are just getting used to the new operations of how we do that. And for the board, just to let you know, we are in the wake of budget season. So I'll be beginning to meet with departments to discuss and planning for the proposed budget for 2025. And so these meetings will help us align our financial resources along with our strategic goals for the upcoming year. So y'all will be hearing more about that as we get that going. And with that being said, that is all I have.
Just so you guys know that the rule that we passed, the 30% rental rule, it's definitely working. We're able to kind of stop you know, the 30, we have to keep it at 30% when it comes to rentals. And so that's been a great tool. It's been frustrating to a lot of conglomerate owners who try to buy everything and rent it out. So they've been frustrated with that. And I get calls all the time, want to meet, which I don't, you know, because you're not bending off of it. So as you see, I've actually, it's the administrator to kind of update us every month on home ownership, so you can kind of see, you know, how it's working, you know. Obviously, renters are grandfathered in until they change ownerships, but if they don't change ownerships, they can rent it, so it's not, we're not limiting renters. But we're trying to get every block down to 30%, and we're headed that direction. So we're in pretty good shape, and we're pretty good shape as pertains to municipalities in North County. You know, I think when we started the program, we were at 60% homeowners, 40 renters. And so we're probably headed back to more positive direction, even going higher. So that stabilized your community. And along with Officer Butler, who was getting rid of a lot of things, we'll talk about that a little later, but that's been helping a lot too. So Lieutenant Thompson, police activity report.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, for the month of July, we had 31 alarm calls, 2 assaults, 2 accidental injuries, 1 arrest, 17 auto accidents, 4 burglaries, 18 checked welfare, 14 disturbance calls, 5 stolen vehicles, 12 larceny reports, 3 calls for open doors, 3 ordinance violations, 6 property damage reports, 2 sudden deaths, 63 sick cases, 11 suspicious persons, 8 calls for shots heard, 16 suspicious vehicles, 214 traffic violations, 27 parking violations, 5 911 hangups, and brings us to a total of 589 calls for service.
Any questions for Lieutenant Thompson? I would like to just state, you know, the work that you guys are doing excellent, particularly our nuisance officer. You guys just don't know. That man's a bad man. So I can tell you.
Thank you.
I can't go into details. That's on purpose. We don't want people knowing certain things, but one of the best moves we ever made was to have that officer here. And we're tackling some things that we probably wouldn't have tackled in the past. So, and also that's also due to the leadership of Lieutenant Thompson as well. So thank you. Kevin Williams.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
For the month of July, we had 11 rentals at the rec center in the main lobby, 24 park rentals. On July 29th, we had Skeet Rogers and the Inner City Band perform at our summer concert series. On July 25th, we had a neighborhood barbecue at the rec center parking lot in collaboration with Oak Street Health. We ended a very successful summer camp on July 26th. Our second season of the Redbird Rookies ended July 29th to show appreciation for our players and coaches and parents. Yesterday, we had our Redbird Rookies Award ceremony with over 100 people in attendance.
Wow.
Our upcoming events, tomorrow we have our monthly luncheon with the 60 Plus Club. On Saturday the 17th from 1 to 4 p.m., we have our second annual Back to School Skating Festival on the 21st and 22nd of August from 11 until 2 p.m. Ameren, Spire, American Water, and a few other utility companies will be providing assistance options for the community. On the 23rd from 6 to 8, we'll have the grand finale of our summer concert series with the Plush Band featuring Dana and Sharonda. And on Friday the 26th, we'll celebrate National Dog Day in the Dellwood Park, giving away dog treats and toys. That's it.
Any questions, Mr. Williams?
Thank you, guys. The dates for Ameren are the 20th and the 21st. Not just Ameren. Ameren, Spire, MSD, the water company. It's some more that I just put down utility companies. But so
Let's get some flyers.
I got some flyers.
Yeah, so get it to anything else she can get it to.
All right, and that's the 20th and the 21st, 11 a.m. to 2. I think that's a Wednesday and Thursday or Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's in the middle of the week. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, we go to item D, approval of liquor license, we're gonna just do them all at once. Need a motion to approve Dellwood Lounge renewal, City's Cocktail Lounge, new ownership. Dellwood Recreation renewal, Sanjay's renewal, Next Time Cafe renewal. Motion made by Alderman Johnson, is second. Second, Alderman Artis, any discussion? Roll call.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Alderman Robinson.
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis.
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter. Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Thank you. We have one ordinance on the agenda. Just give you a brief update what this is. I've been working with the police department. They were trying to cut down on loitering in front of these stores, gas stations, liquor stores. And so what this would do, but this will allow us to go after the owners of these facilities for allowing that. So, it will allow us to, the police department now will be able to go directly to them for allowing those people to hang out in front of their locations. And we will cite them, as well as probably the lawyer as well. But now we go after the owner. So clerk, can you please give bill number BL-2024-06, its first reading by title only?
An ordinance declaring it unlawful for an owner, manager, or employee of a business or establishment located within the city of Dellwood, Missouri, which is open to the public, to allow another to lauder, solicit, loaf, wander, stand, or remain idle, either alone or with others, having no business-related purpose on any portion of the property, therefore, declaring such activities as a public nuisance and subjecting violators to municipal penalties, including fines and costs imposed by the City of Dellwood's Municipal Court.
Looking for a motion to give bill number BL-2024-06 its second reading.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams, or second? Second, Alderman Johnson. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Alderman Robinson.
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis.
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter. Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Second reading.
An ordinance declaring it unlawful for an owner, manager, or employee of a business or establishment located within the city of Dellwood, Missouri, which is open to the public, to allow another to lauder, solicit, loaf, wander, stand, or remain idle, either alone or with others, having no business-related purpose on any portion of the property thereof, declaring such activities as a public nuisance and subjecting violators to municipal penalties, including fines and costs imposed by the City of Dellwood's Municipal Court.
Entertain a motion to adopt bill number BL-2024-06 into ordinance number ORD 06-2024. Motion made by Alderman Artis, seconded by Alderman Williams. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Alderman Robinson.
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis.
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter. Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Thank you. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. Now it's time for public portion. If you have any public statements, please state your name, address, and make your public comment. Or your public summary.
Ellis Fitzwalter, 7 South Schluter. Really don't have any complaints that we can really do a whole lot about, other than the foolish drivers and the people that like to shoot their guns up in the air and don't give any consideration where their shells land. But I do want to thank Lieutenant Thompson, North County Club, for doing an excellent job with their vacation watch. I mean, I'm able to see when they do their checks, because they trigger every ring camera on our property. So I know they're doing their job.
Amen.
But no, I really appreciate that service, and Lieutenant Thompson's, my condolences.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any public comments? If not, I can enter a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Artis, the second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Carter. Any discussion? All in favor, somebody saying aye?
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign? Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much.
I messed up here.